Betway Ghana, www.betway.com.gh. www.betway.com.gh. Na boa na nyama ko ye pray timi area ma me ba nya football nko a e ba the boxing, tennis, US Open chance yo chena nko no eguguguo sika no so ade wo so ye pa na mo di no fieru nwotwe a emfa hu ramizaza grow no empinfo agro mu di edi ne ye boa ama na ma ko ye pa etimi edi ema kama pa na mo kan ye diziza kakra ba wo ejuma de ne bi mu na ma me fa ramu entimi emfa ma wo Odim say about no Sompa FM, Sompa TV dia da bia de baby aye quality. And quality no so no e ade e beboa mo na ye wa no support na amade me dan de nyina etimi akoso. Etie no kam ni aye hihia wodo na di program ahwe a wadi je ho pa na ye sa program se na ba na mom hye no so. Ze no twe wie ye meme nan hihia na ye na dan kakra. Ni nyina ne se enkane no na the final lap no e ba sport na e sha se 10 o'clock am na kwa kuye 1 pm ni sisi aba ya twere abechi na echi na aba no me patro nyambo a meme de anim no the final lap ne be sha se 9 o'clock am na kwa kuye 12 pm na final lap no ye transia one musician hye na ewo ni ya na mu ede mu na punchline ne ba amano ne nsem no dodo na unya na afi pinsim mu no na ya bomodin e Betway movement na ba the final lap no me patro nyambo a meme de anim no time no sisa eba no nkono anopa na akwakuwie 12 pm ti sa pepe ena san hye ne na nze nkane na yo program bi a ene wapom den no kwan abefa so abehu niam bi abedi kwan abefa so abe beboa ne ne friend healing point no na eno so sese aba ho enkane no na Dr. Transi womra ne no nkono abo na ode awura ma akwakosi no ndu ene also sese kakraba ni nyina nse memenda we ya eno so no donko ba ene be sha ase na afi no mienu ba doc apija ni mu edizan komo so be join ni anase no anopa na isa kra na isa memenda ya no ene esesa ede kosa anti no nyambo a 1 pm na no so akowie 2 pm be trans na waboa na ni no apomde no niam bi a wo de kan wo be bo bi o ya kra na enye ndo bia na wo so ofa bonza akoiko na otwugudi ya mi na eku no me pa to enye sa doc trans nyambo a memenda no 1 to 2 obe checho niam bia ni so a eboa ma na makoye pa etimiara mana program dodo na atwen a nei no mo twen se be sha se me de ya no so sha se na die da so no mema nti ni program ba ko a opimpo be tana gwam no abo mo de di mu chia me no ye friend na na ya abo ama mase no dodo na friend libia boga na so de trans se ya ejuma be ne ya na ehutan ni nyina ne se eba na manyo nsensem a ode be wura mo amanyo sem no kwan e fa so aba eba be wura yesoma ewo mo kwan e fa so aba be boa ma Ghana economy no se de niam sitie no ni nyina obabo mo de etimi de remedy amanti me pacho me manti no nyame boa memende de anim no na made in edition eba na obi be bisa se mre ne etam me pacho no nsi abo epa mu anwumre ekokosi no nkono anadwo na era obebo modern trans na nchemu no eni mpensempensemu na ba obeto nsa frem pemfu akukudampa amoma baba beboa na dwumadi no enso etimi ewie penti sa pepe ena enso nkomo na esi etie program na chance na nso no sent na gibe bia ezanze mu be de yie pantu peso oba na ba beso ase ha de odo ho boya ye boa ma edwuma no ekọ from pa etimi e de mount me pa cho fa na mai na nkomo dide bia ne mpemfu ndi 0249 942842 0249 942842 me patro o de bebe so many ahwe ya bon daru kama pere amanto madaroma ye ramo fie ne didi nkoma odo na na boa na ne ma deda yeso etimi era mana tentem so the black galaxies mommy enjoy kakra ne hwenra ye bon mode achi Nigeria etimi abo me kamienu a amo entimi antini na no eya onsiesi ayeye si ebeko akoko ram na ya bo adwuma na ntoto no adeda ye peramezanza chino nyamboa afie be ram ne nyina ye ko gi ya na Ghana mezi ko bi ache dia wo se this time ran ye hwena ye bibia ye na ne madadie pretimi element nura odo wani chemo Cape Coast mpatama ye bo ekamienu ema Nigeria man no pemso bia amo entimi antika no na after the game no coach Arno Walker ye ne coach di nkomo akra na ye bi ko ze coach eno re Ghana said niam sitie ene de kwa ena afa kra no ye team no players no ejuma mo ye na no de line up no o ya na brand wo ma na se we mo no mo ne o ma ye ejuma ntu ya amre kra nkomo se no pimpa no ebo mo de jai.
No, I don't find it difficult doing selection. There are players that I would say we called, myself and my technical team, we invited the players. So we know them before bringing them together. And we are training. So whoever do maybe we see it's in shape is the one we filled. So as for selection, I don't have it. I don't have problem.
Atia no ye command your pimpa na de tudwa cheze yo mo an efro mo amuni mo ntine no oyima ya no mbre kra na after no cancel kakra de fa Nigeria be Nigeria de obiza bishop obeka che Ghana ye ne omo board draw akoko board draw Nigeria du baby na is bishop mo pe baby fa eyesa ye na ye yi kakra bi za zo ko Nigeria intimidation won sensem ya de bia ehunu no mo eno so nkomo no say no de fi.
In fact, even here you can see the way they were doing. Pushing, even insulting referees and whatnot. So we believe when we get there, it will be different mentality,
Sompa sports,
which they will show. So from now, we're going to prepare ourselves, condition ourselves well to face any intimidation and whatever they will do there, so that we also hold them on till we qualify, or we also come home with another victory if God permits.
Atia no ye command your pimpa no ebo mo de otire oka ye be kona ya se akwa ye djuma na afia de nkunidi aba be ramo fie grass na wako ere captain of team after the game then come on say no so defy.
Today we could all tell the fans were crazy today. They were all over the place, and this is what we needed, because it got to a time, yes, we needed the supporters to play the game for us, and they did exactly that. So I so appreciate what they did today, and we expect them to do more in the near future.
Sompa sports.
Thank them so much, and it's difficult for them to travel with us to Nigeria, but we appreciate what they did today. We appreciate that so much.
Atia no ye abasubo de odema supporters no because omejuma omopa babe no jiri sampa eso ani ye pa na eboa amane ma deda ye de mo na mo ko Nigeria no munyo mo de na so ro ka cho mo so mbeko akaka ejuma na aboa na awako penalty ye kan won sensema ama na ze ano aye den kakra na penalty no na hu ne say
Was complaining for the penalty, which I feel should be maybe a red card for the defender, because he was the last man. And it wasn't an easy game. Very tough one, very physical side. So they make sure they don't allow us to be always on us, very tight. But we managed to change things in the second half, to change our mentality, as my boss said, which really helped us able to get those 2 goals.
Atia no ye command your ball modern etimiere to dwabo amane mada yi peda mo Nigeria mo captain no e abrante friend Emmanuel Olusesi na ono so e kansem kakra etimiere fani ntwodi omo baba be ya no Ghana no se ade no na no eden e ya de na so ni na mu no ogiri ze ba komienu bi na anko ya mfa mo.
Yeah, for me it wasn't a bad game. We believe we are good side, and we did under it. Then at first that was a good goal for us, because we have to think faster and move faster. But at the beginning of the second half, it was a mistake. But definitely, that mistake. I think the mistake gave them more confidence they can win with no good margin. It was a disappointment for us, because we never expected it to be so.
Tiano ya komo kakra na Gio mo captain efeni Emmanuel Olusesi ebo mo deri tu dwa ni ebo amane makoye pa etimiera mo after no mo coach efren Salisu Yusuf onon so di nkomo akra na after the game ne nkomo no so di jai ni
immediately so I started. We had this goal ball scramble where they had penalty, and I didn't give them more power to come forward, and because it's our first top game, so the players are a little bit jittery. They don't want to go forward again, so that caused the second goal, because it's all needed to come, because from the beginning we need to close the man down on the ball before they pass to the side. But it's football. It's our first game, top game, so we work very hard to see how we consider 2 goals in Nigeria.
Atia no ye command your pimpa na di jaw ze du baby no omo an ma kwan e ma sa de ni ramu na kan bi na mo consider sa goals no awie no san chem say penalty na ba game nim no e dia bombuo pa and play any players no.
The penalty was a really big blow to my team, because there was commotion there, and we believe the referee was a little bit harsh on that penalty, and that gets our players' psyche. And we tried to come back. We created some moment, but we considered second goal. I will still fought. So I think it's football. We can still work hard to see how we can consider 2 goals in Nigeria.
Atialu ye command e pempa ye friend Salisu Yusuf coach Edema Nigeria man up on the area to jati omu kofi na omako akwa boabo mo na otwe ye omne oman Ghana besan dia bo ni Ghana ye coach ni biache na ore team we ni ejuma omo bona akwembi aso no e wose ye konkode na ye nya qualification no ne ekoko je na so team ye ejuma na eboa amane mako ye pere me no echi no ye mayo na ko akako ram Ivory Coast mpata mane ampem da ko a na ejuma mo ye na ade ano edin ye papa enra omo bo de team echi Atleta FC ebo meka ba ko mo ntimi ante mevi so usu ono na bo mo de nya go no etimi ere ma ampem da ko a na e game na no edin pe no aboa amomo secure qualification na eri omo ko mo nim na we table na just Bayelsa Queens omo ne top here 7+7 and afi ampem da ko a enya 7+4 de tosu bi no USFA e tosu mi ensa 3-1 na afi Atleta FC emzo omo de baba be che goals ne omuni amani bia but omunya -10 goals na no edin party ne semi final game no eye dia minim se na ewia ye be ko Abidjan na yakwa kodi nkomo omone African Sport di Abidjan na ebe bo ani from Ivory Coast ti no the semi final game a ebetimi atojo mana so ye na ni no ye di ewramu so no etimi edi ama na abo na tutu na koye pa edi ama kama pa na weekend you do ani chemo Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Oklahoma Hona Ghana ni be friend Richard Oblite Come Ekoko Jana na so ne Puerto Rico ni ba ye friend Jose Pedreza edi ebo ani na eba na wi na split draw no na udidi di unkoma after the bout ene Richard Oblite Come edi nkomo kakra nkomo sei ero kan timi ere split draw enra and I said na no na ti ewura mu no
in Twitter watch and purpose is not just a walkover and he came with his game plan likewise I did. Well, I mean, he had a smile after a few rounds and then changed to Southpaw. And then he did what he had to start running and went so I got a cap. And it really affected me a little bit in the 9th round, took away my focus a little bit. So I was trying to adjust just to, you know what I mean, just to make sure I didn't give up along the way. But all be equal, I feel after the 10th round, I should have won the fight. But, you know what I mean, always we are the B side coming from Ghana. Coming from Africa, fighting one of the best here, it's always tough if you can really, you know what I mean? If you go the distance, it's hard for them to give it to you. So
Atiano ya komo kakra ne Richard Oblite Come utieri okananka also your chance pa say obetimi abono modern na wabugba akoya nanka enkunibie na bere amana so ankwankwa esa ni nyina no odirize enya meme na nkwa na meme na de obesen aba na waba bi djuma na bo amane makwa no pe ya unze Felix Afinijan abomode de krata bi abode da ESO mabobuko na se odirize djuma na obaba ye no erempinfo na bo na ye papa okinkan krata ni ma na ni teammate no odomase coach Jose Mourinho dana se era na pin perfect Mr Alberto Di Rossi ono so no dana se o se akonyo omode ma no be sa afi ba ko ne kakrini no ogirize no na aboa na ma ne mekoye pa edema na luta baba be kacho zekrem na sibobuko no join omo ne omako akakugbe djuma na Ghana agency no mo we kakra we are we JC e de kona ye de akako jam na djuma na ye ne kama pa ma ne ma de da ye pa era me wokata tino enie na ora ade ni dia tumu zampa JC we de ye shepe Portugal for o maso be she kakra na nya Portugal nkwa Uruguay fo aso be hye kakra and afi South Korea mo so maso be hye pa be ojes we no eja wo mpa o we said ade na se bi mo so ade na mo say na di we dia ni we dia me say yi kakra yamra na club football ni komo akra no krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko ezamba yonkofo akenzi omuni sima na debo ene ba na wi ene abokotoko e kanan amoma timu mieno Steven Mokwala and afi Steven Amankona omuni nya goals na de ma kotoko na o resere ne nema esie ko ene de Ram Augustino Kra yo former player na Ojan na so nya goal ni bia de ma Simba na e game atumu sampa na mu de na no edin ye papa na no pe kotoko for no ko recovery e wi ombesi akọ menya ne tie zo chena na se ukuda ayonkofo akenzi de ba ko besa to aso ye city ba ko e wo the CAF Confederation Cup ni ma omone ne bebo na abo amanema da ye pa etimiera omo na Jenny no say na ye omobo modin a part 1 na against El Hilal omobo mu 2 part 2 no ye bo mu 5 ena ne omo third against Simba eno so ya san bo mu 9 tie me say ade no ano edem pa na keeper we ya zo de ya go da no abi say mate o de ye ma menya na me fancy na me nko na enye we ya bi up
oku
na me tell gold for one catch na me nin komo akra wa Ashanti Gold be up de wom nie
mani wom
de wom nie
ne tienie
na Ashanti Gold yo yes gold omo brepa omo brepa Ashanti Gold na the amount was good as we say also on the first and omo to nkra mo players ni nyina seka omo aneyen ton mo no mra na omo be share preseason na so na omo boabo omo na division 2 no dai na me say hwa no beko na omo so omo fe players no na omo so to mpefo ne nkra say contract na omo say na professional contract omo say contract say for omo ko division 2 ti omo ma
interesting
and e si bi mo so no co player status committee akogigi we aye we anya akonya kra bi ma join teams for but asa na bi mo join a club bia na ye di nkomo no and I see no mu youth team need the players no do na report ya o ma sha se o mu training but asa na main team no amun she preseason ase yes na chicken ebe kwa kuru mo bo ase okwa wase mpemfo se players no ba bi obi awa nei on signing from club bia no a o mu so ye o mu player no be peso ne o mu be hia no mo di nkomo ahead of next season division 2 no na abo ama ne ma ku ba do na de so o mu mba but contract no mu sign no a professional contract ndi nei omo fan konkobo second division na de o ma reho krade say team no said na ma si akọ ne de baby akọ akodu no oni say bi mo so omo the champion co player status committee adan a de omo ka ensem bebre wom tie wo so hwe no ye we ya na me te say na goal for ne de asem ne kokas and obi free cham ka che say video na every phone gina so de twen na so na me so di sikas a say ha na ye le 5 baba no beti ba ele be 10 am because video no e clear evidence match na na fix match simpemfo bi de 2 no 4 say sa na mo no man ntu omo njintum na ne omo try na omo mboabo omo se ne ma be koye peri am omo di bi up per media me tete efi obo ase ba ne de just good and hwa omo youth team no kwada no and they like say second division omo de omo because senior players ne de omo zu free catch us on professional contract no sign you when sign contract omra na omra me bo second division de omo mbo ene ye de Urama Ashanti Gold aso ya bobo de banjo the players na case omo kudwamu akomo ne other ones no ya unzo omo tonton bi ma ire omo fit ni mo omo kwa akobo ejuma era ma club foforo di akomia ma mra akra na yehwe Ghana game na after no na ma barber shop na afi no ma hwe na ma rewura ma ba apostle ne mic na ya fa we ne kakrati ma me ma mra kakra ne yehwe me ni bebi ade be fa but yehwe Ghana game no sa good so nsem na na be say crop ya so de na na yenko.
Yes, Abu Dhabi Black Galaxies game I share enra. Now no me be can say be say this is a team a the preparations so manya no o man timi an qualify be hardwin pa. Ma show mu di enyoma mienu ana mehu about this team a e mo dem soronko. De di kan o mu bobo na atimi say unity wo team nim. Enya se we nyabo a ono nko apese obo. Ana asumasi ana obenten nko nyabo a na so obo to hwene ba bia obi ntimi nka na asema na say between the bench any team na nkasa no communication nim but so we game na nkasa hu ni say touchline honom no coaches need to one man coaches need jiji na honom the communication that goes on between the playing body and the technical team massive unity key they are tosu mienu quality in depth and at the start of the game me will say Ivan Sowusu enya a slight problem with no so mu uniform e ma ne konchen David Abagna be shemu no you could see say there is no different stuff going on the field with the kind of position that David Abagna boy within the game. Answer style, answer approach, answer bibia within the game. And these are two things are Abu Dhabi a bit with the team way akofa. Anka team de ke tu abasa na de abasa fufuro be shema e bia nkebe misfete we kwosha na achia but emi say team we na ankasa no. So obi free bench e ba be shem aba be boa ama team net menya resource. There is no difference. Uhu bibia e sonko. Emi say de to aso na Abu Dhabi yehu ma team no etimi nya resource e city pe no. But Abu Dhabi this particular resource ayenya in a long run no ye jitum ye pa say we ebetimi qualify to the next round of the competition. I saw something about this particular Nigerian team. Very good players in terms of talent. Omujina ball so you could feel say ball retention is on top. You could see say one way or the other 1v1 situations, you know, omu are very skillful. Obetimi dribble, obetimi chin, obetimi a lot of things. Omu ahoden pa, and omu good height. But me only say they lack cohesion kakra in terms of from coordination from midfield to attack, and sometimes even how our defense communicate with their midfield, there is a slight problem. The information we are getting from Nigeria and in I say team Nankasana so Oman said shiantem and compete together and said who and son on Baby Pim El Ghana Hanoma Baby Siakai. Now enuna eha omukakra. But I think Ghana had the necessary preparation I was here in terms of team bonding. And the level of friendly matches are yet to me abobo. Anyhow prepared we are, even though say you're starting a league there, but these players are looking much more sharper. I'll bet me abwa on the return leg, on bet me aqua pair results be no dia break, but I'm very hopeful. And my born number share will Cape Coast Stadium on Telecacrano. Abu Dhabi, I'm very hopeful. Said this is a team on bet me a performing so well. A dear drum pepe so be a pesi drew. You could feel that the talent is there, the quality is there. I dear me bon paya say your qualifiers where we are. Dodona to which is very obvious. Say some of the key players on what team their contracts a firm on the day. Abomunya kwa, which means I was also building another chan team near Momukosia kind in the future. I will channel back. Quickly on Kumasa Sante Kotoko Namin Fancy Abu Dhabi. Testa Omuhiano and Omusekano. They are facing the reality assistance. Now, Emi Depa. Anka Kumasa Sante Kotoko. Bo Ebia friendly games against other teams our Ghana has say and our 5 or 6 or 7 on one kasabe very convinced the results now onya no eye ebetimi aboa no o me Madrid say league no and ye chance ye de na gie de CAF Confederations no and a CAF Champions League ni ogidie say betimi akobo group stage e be lifting up certain hopes here anhwe anka we mu bi omukoshi akotokwa kan mu guase bai na me say this is the perfect time for the club to experience some of these matches, experience the level of Simba Modru, experience the level of Hilal Mwombebi Omusu Akwakodru, to understand the Omokwako Fesi or CAF Champions League and San Omotu Anamon. Nenra, me 2 goals be high line, Bakubi Abaye, me say counter attack, ye botra high line in America, dear Chigidi, near Bobo, Diamo, Karo, Kadebo Atunet, Metete offside, born in your side, baby. Goes no Musho Kumasa Sante Kotokonina, a billion offside. But this is the level of Simba. This is the level of Hilal. And I make 2006, Ghana and Brazil. Oh, na Ghana for be a bobo troopers be say offside. Now Ronaldo de Lima train, Adriano train, no relative form. And no be no. But the club should take this in good faith. No more say this is one of the best tests in their preseason. Hey, bet me prepare for the level of competition on Bakushi and the CAF Champions League. And your clubs no go continental tournament no. Me sure mu dini obi a preseason a oye. Anyhow, what these teams are very much prepared. Me sure say be a House of Folk for Baka say no more friendly man no more shadan ko ball game bia, but House of Folk backline wahu. Kuna du yadom. Oni mo alasa, omo bo chan. E free ba na e bo chan. Awako bo chan.
Surai Sedu
bo chan.
Dennis Kosa
bo chan. Next uncle Buka Komusan Augustine Round of Kanwa, Kemisa Kachanti, so there might be question about almost so preseason, Babu Diabi. Maybe Omonam Sisi and Omo key players, they are looking sharp because of the level of competition Omusu face Wachan. And Omako trying now so I want our clubs to be in a stable state before Ombako the continental tournament. And Abu Dhabi, baby, Akotoko Jina Sisi, any House of Folk Jina Sisi no. 2 teams and individually their players are experiencing competition be to me prepare enough to face some of the top teams are on Nobako Shia Africa. Good exercise for Kumasa Sante Kotoko. Results on the as if it will be any Wukakra, but so behunu standard assistance, so behunu level assistance so that you can improve upon it. This is where I stand for Kumasa Sante Kotoko.
But standing with you in solidarity, I'm making this in 3 points. Some teams na Kotoko ni omo ball. They are not the standard in Africa. We omo quarter finalists.
They are not the standard.
And we are 1, 2, and then the Sika, and then the Masem Adan in Yoma. Those clubs there will never have the pedigree of Kotoko. Not even in the next 100 years. Kotoko is a standard in Africa that has fallen. These people have not even had a standard. Omo kasi yemumpono, omo nusro. Team biya no one era. Kotoko era no, they were the best in Africa. Hilal era na ye hu look. Hilal who are they? Intino sabi. And my adrin here say obibi na no Kotoko is the standard amongst these people. Omu benya na nkomo te se Kotoko. Nemum Kotoko are in a different era. So what I say. Brand na amuyi. Simba Hilal. Ombit me better a place because their economy is better than Ghana's. Sasimu ye kan ya for 2-3 years. Kotoko will never ever have the might of Ali financially.
Yeah.
They will never ever. Na Kotoko sees no crana, no money Ismaili Awasrono, na Alali Yewai. They were nobody. What I say? Nemom, I've been to Egypt 3 times. My first time was in 2015. No, Cairo Nankasana has a population of over 20 million. Cairo, no. I had a Ghana epic. Inti say Alalifo was casting Kotoko into the end. And sorry, Nemom Kotoko, you may be a no yenti in spite of Alalisikano, so no mushia. And I'm not referring to the I'm not referring to the 80s. Kotokoni Alali Bo Bossy, you were there. Alali Ejane because they were lucky on that day. Say, I knew a man show. You know, you would have to be careful. Now, no, me see David interview now, boy. You know, they are putting this squarely on money. No, it is not. So I just say Sikantia and yes, Sikan20. Look, Omwa. Ahlana Sylvester Shaw 2004 on the way to Kotoko Ball Combination Scarf final. No more discussing Kotoko that time.
Omar Kotoko Shaw that time.
Al Hilal. Kotoko Shaw mu Kumasi and Stephen Odru and Chastela Shaw. No more discussing Kotoko. Any Esperance or it was Sahel on the chartered flight. Ebaha, Emma Kotoko Shaw 2-0. Under Zachariasen.
Yeah.
Ye man ye. Intina Kotoko intiman qualify home ko luzu 3-0. Please, you get the point. But the understanding for me is that Kotoko bo high line, people are confused. This is the time you can make these mistakes. And these boys, they are not Africa standard fashion trim.
But you already Hilal for this in my Kotoko. They say Ali Monez Amalek.
A preparatory match. So Nyama Shigua. And now who is now so one your mistakes are everywhere. Time be now best mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I Kotoko ball, that North African team no ball ni 2 or share any free no. Pity mistakes here.
And then we in her no I correct. So you know her no one to me correct. And that's a unsuari. Kotoko aboka the players we had to coin some Munkonya Africa experience. Exposure. Which is very good. The idea that Omobo highline no and a highline name why no we no mo ya dey say why. What's their pedigree? Okay, Stephen Mukwala so the pedigree no to say Louis Mikusen mo dey na nka Arafo ni be jana manaba.
Dabi.
You get the point? But it's good Kotoko have found him now. No ako yusu no. Na the form no kosru. Ubonsa oni omuhia no asho. That is what you play for. The rejected stone. Me fan say Arafo na hu Stephen Mukwala. Look, omuhu na Kotoko cannot match their offer. Ba Kotoko eja no. Fa no ko show. So show mu wi a. Eko, look, sikanti and a Simba team be fa Augustino Crafty Kroma o. Because the money they can offer obi antimi offer bi. But the idea that Simba ya dey say asek no, it's a laughable one. What's their pedigree? Intima mumma we no hunu obi na Simba mponie no. We mu no kro mo ye quarter finalist. We almost standard dey. And then mu be bo Simba din okroma amana say Kotoko ne Simba sikasem na kwanwa. Again, the Kotoko management shouldn't put this about money. Opa ma Kotoko $5 million is as on bit Makoji Africa. We are in an era Joja Mwakwasem no catch no empami trimda. These people do not just have the best players on the pitch. Up the pitch, they have the right money for the connections. Kotoko nuho. Na me am ponsa Nusa level no. So bit my phone Africa say mama me referee. This is what these people are doing. RS Bekani when any dia. Look, massa. Oh dear.
Say we are no massa and
what obey George Amwakono. Eya oni ni nkomo. Oma hu the look I say ata ne nkofu we ye ne nru park no say the ne cry ye men na outside the pitch ye men. Fauzi lecture ebowa Kafti. TP Mazembe uko dura no am board dan so ma kransa no aba.
Am board dan so ma.
Aya na so mutual school fees dan sa no waduro.
Tumra no ma yi chi kama.
Look. Nti uni no ko shia ho na se.
Oba adwuma no be.
Massa. Kotoko nduru sa stand na is not there. Unduru okra. Kotoko na sunduru ho. Nti adenti na mbeto pressure ama a young man and his team that is now in rebuild. It's a transitional team. Here exposure. We kakra muko hu yi and na Kotoko and na Highline yo and the Abo Africa say yo. There be Africa na standard ne semba wo. Yenya but shema Kotoko. They should take baby steps. They will get there. I'm telling you. What the Lubumbashi guys do near Fauzi leg ya moye no. And you work any alley neighbor final. Leg ya moye ya the final no come Morocco.
So it was supposed to be two nations. Senegal said Dakar be hosti, and Mohamed Assi Stadium be hosti. And then I want to say, okay, I said Peter Bufu ye can be a change for my boss. Omo say Senegal say or withdraw. Now why na withdraw Senegal? Augustine Senghor, first vice. CAF. I want to withdraw until I say now no. Oh my mother obi answer person be
good imaginations there.
And akoye we now
Senghor no ko contest for CAF president. And no money di commando jai or vice. Dakar, sa new stadium no mercy no. Ko host the African Champions League final. Omo say work. Any ali na ko bon. Some Mohamed Assi su the bedaba.
Yeah.
In tennis Senegal for no na crown contest.
And then also it's because the whole project of Patrice Motsepe Ebe president is what hatched and cooked in Morocco, sponsored by the king. And to Kaya, Fazileka non a didn't come off far home after the Chan tournament in Cameroon. I want to be a project dance Ube first vice, Ahmed Ube second vice, Ube advisor, Jack Anuma advisor. So Morocco has become Patrice Motsepe by or tried this Morocco hosting CAF BBA yet. And so at least he said thank you for giving me the CAF presidency.
We also in a Jeff Achi match on, but now go blame.
And I thought the irony is that Omugayana Patrice Motsepe says, oh, see idea, Bebo fan and a two-legged affair.
Asesano.
So
Kotoko management and then how they carry themselves and their message.
Oh, no, they can't get there. Our assurance bet was question and teaching. The FA president, Debut, FA president, no.
The who can do the things.
FA president, no.
Who can different. I think that what he is saying at the say. Who can someone do it? So he's saying that the messaging like Herbert Bauer also rebuilding.
Oh man, need do supporters.
Supporters messaging to the supporters to know the true state
that's
of
the communication by the communications department. But me I tell you
because what David na some more can in say ye sika.
Exactly.
So that is the messaging.
Or can see yourself for now. For now, Ghana open the best squad.
No, there be.
So no say Oberbo League in a result
No. He's allowed. Kotoko have had me my dream is say they've bought recruitment wise now. Or money has have really made their significant signings. But it's one thing making signings and it's another having a good squad.
There are two different things.
Kotoko were players, but do they have the team? Yes, Tatia and Yebehu, and no one has the Kotoko, no. Highline, it takes a team to fix that. Kotoko will fix that with time. But when Muna Yedi Omuko ye Kotoko, no, when Mamundu baby out. Intima who Kotoko near who Simba near Manin Yese, and a Simba for any Sikanintino, or pedigree no more. What's their pedigree? Simba, what's their pedigree?
They don't have.
Kotoko is the standard. Omo Mukobosa, 3-team club, you know. Kasipo Wumi Kotoko. It wouldn't change in the next 20 years. Simba we oma ya scanom.
You are inti winimra na inti de nyanto wasenati. See na no chichim.
$80 million. That's their budget for transfer. And the budget for running the entire season. Their budget for running for transfers just to be able to bring in quality players into their team. Into a team they went to the Senegalese league and bought the best player for $600,000. Heavy, they bought the best left back. I do Michel team provide the assist. And they brought in a very solid coach, Magic Confederation, and this coach also had a list of top players from the African contingent and also brought them along. And you could see that the level in terms of their budget, their operating rate, and everything is extremely high. When you have this opposition, Anna is very good because it helps you to really understand their team, to help the new coach also get to know the players better, and to afford every player opportunity to play. Look at our first game, we played very, very well. Unfortunately, I think the concentration on some parts during the latter stages caused me to concede 2 goals. But they set up very well, a strong team. Yes, we set up with a very strong team. That's
only the Edikan the 2 years. Now, my main we know some can one sana waba on a squad.
In my personal opinion, I think we have the best squad in the Ghana Premier League, no doubt. And initially, there were a lot of arguments.
We job team on no personal we know the
and he has every right to say this over. Papa David say oya kotoko kasa mafo onu David na dream no on they have the best squad in the league. One kasa kran kan ho be me nwa. And is it far from right? No. They've made signings. But Kofi Menu say Balate pack no so. And they betre. You get the point? Nemum say kotoko Echo Ball 3 Nation BB involving Alali, WAC, Esperance, Etoile du Sahel. That's the Africa winning standard. We mo akotoko ni omo bono. Enye. So what I say? Intino yensum sa. Mo highline no mo nye mistakes. Na mo nya say na we asa Abuaji Bedi Aku Junior. I saw you writing about one of the players on social media, Abuaji. Now player way there was song. Abuaji preseason. Abuaji, I'm referencing Abuaji because I saw it.
Preseason.
One of the players, Samuel Apia was a BB or crossover be never fast through. Abuaji, I saw you. Now any preseason boys will be mistakes are that being
competitive game there.
But I saw Samuel Apia no ball be now say one crossover. Look, and they be so that I'm having a high line.
Your Black Galas is two here, no quick
mistakes, no more. Everything should be focused on making Kotoko ni preseason where it says some paper any dia. Some paper need to treat you and send a bear trum. Then yes, I'll be at a Galaxy is in ball number 1. 2. Omu coaches omuni nyansa. Mesa bohubim. O come wasema. Eya nyabutre. Second goal no mo share no. Eno na mpese mehwe bibi na medical Omar Bashir ho asem kakra. So munya second goal ni mamia. Kwaku or this guy say pass no into the path of Kosa. Quick. So munya second goal now to mo say we Omar ye ho adwuma. So yeah this guy say ball no to Kosa. And Kosa at the ball ni ma David Abagna. You see coaches any omo etipak so a omo hu say team ya hyehyɛ ya ha na sinto yenye bibi. O say uzun team mo ball capito. Okay, yemfa David Abagna mra. Oba obe make a difference ana I obe make a difference. Enu ye 1. 2. Omo ball na to say Ghana mfimfi ho no. Adwuma no enkoso sa. Omar Bashir by. For me, it's about the most improved midfielder. And yes, I know Nimbo Nibo. Ebia wenya adaje anhwe. Asem binti. Sa midfield 3 no. Me kai last time me Ghana me hu midfield 3 a. Omo children also omo ne oba. Omo nim boss, omo nim bibia yesen. Gideon Waja, Emmanuel Boateng, and then Omar Bashir. For Wafa. Waja jinaha. I tell you, maybe because I'm saying Majid Ashmeri is no more kakra.
No, baby, you are not plan bum.
Massa. So much so some into Omar Bashir no the fact say when hand this guy is a pass no Sakwa Chebi mami born no control the right referee na page and sao say most Sakwa Chebi referee nsa play on he was the player that was so alert but na chi na referee no
but Bishop Academy boys say they technique over the baba oma big unim oma ball no a simple crowd
into the night right no one fan control ball no the behind to avoid the tackle Sanre bim
simple
right so he's simple right now you tackle left him
na or the left
and or the left in the toss one check right because Kosa has already taken off into this form how but when him say Kosa is moving into they release the footage pass na con yeah 1 2 3
Bishop show or ball at their to space because football no way in space now won't mean progress ball no the way danny trim
No, but academy
So
boys
the
in
moment
there.
when Nsabe come on, he's already thinking about the next action.
I think cause I need 2 touches and a ball no call.
Yeah.
Control and no release the ball. Again, aware of the space. Michael Lekan was saying no. David is taking off. Oh, they may go straight.
But I think say Ghana play on person wa. Hwesro asie nyina right and left. Omo nyina
I ready.
Spaces
Round
to
off.
attack.
Round off any.
Into coaches asem no kan.
Omo ni nyansa pa. Nti na ahyase na amanfo ya agenda didi o matem kakra ni sinya abotre. So ta say we mu ni nya nipa bia enra ye ne prospect kasa no tie bi. Masa. Omo ni omo yo. So wa uti Orlando commentary ni bi no. The change was effected the moment Prosper I call. Wow, can say I didn't be anything. Second change, you know, Kobe Benson so na kofa bai.
Exactly.
So look, yen shisha yen dani ade.
About Zobram Kakra.
And I think
Kakrebi share Omar Bashiru impact against Benin. Oba is a second goal no. We so obey second goal no. Coach and assistant no hwan Besmark Kobe Benson and Prosper. Besmark ne ne edwuma Okarela. Season we ni akase the best season a wabo e de amakarela. Inti coach na dey sade na ba.
Kobe so more the mono was so
exactly.
Oh yes.
All last is Ejuma dey carry
a good coach.
And a player in the year say Ejuma no. On Naba national team ma sade na so to us.
And I was my right backer. It was a Ghana dey say do be. About to Brown na me far college na.
I think
Paul Cross.
Efie bani
Baba team we dey akono. Na dey kika kono so every squad we no.
On say ka
obia for the tournament proper.
On say ka spirituality asem. And one who cross another Kobe achi say. Who cross na dey Ghana.
Akome ade me be no so. About to Fatima nu na me na me fa.
Football never be bro. I mean, my main cancer Black Galaxy your my idea. Look, the competition and the test from Nigeria a real test. More physical presence, aggressiveness, and we will say first 30 minutes, and then somebody right, and that is one of the advantages that they have. But the young man Babatunde in midfield, I mean, really gave our midfield, and Emma Evans also uniform no. Not to me the physicalization of the Nigerian players, and I first have I don't know. It's always good because you see Nigeria test them at different dynamics. Benin and Nigeria, so. I mean, the baby Mohamed Alassane dan lad long balls because the Nigerians have very tall players. Those are the things, and in the midfield, we're struggling to create chances, pass ball, switch play, until that was when I was at Ogun call. I know walk on, and that's why Abagana substitution was in 37 minutes because and at that time, now Omar Bashiru was asked to warm up. What it means is very good assistant coach. They be maker if you are making appointment. Or assistant coach, any head coach, difference no. And yes, I be brave. So we have intelligent assistant coaches. Betting me every day. So there be boss. I had say tweaking like for win brand. And also, we are friends. Incident now. Coach immediately. Oguneni coach kasana anawaka na ordinity. What it means is that on your more very good relationship and rapport. And that is very key. To no jan touchline or respect and value their views. If you have that as a technical team, the sky will be your limit. And it's very important. And many times, the under 20 coach here. We have that breakdown of communication between assistant and head coaches. So when you're head coach OSR, and once again, Hassel folk, look, take it or leave it. Their players are doing very well. The players that Hassel folk have paraded, in the team, they are doing very well. A year for more Confederation Cup, finally for them, I draw a buy. So there's here. It's good for them because you can't have a better preparation than a top quality preparation, Benin and then Nigeria. This level of competition. A year more. And and she difficult. But once again, the kind of opposition Obenya will also determine how you are going to play. So they are playing very well. Look, yes. Seydou Suraj yesterday, they go brilliant. But me, Abagna there, me listening. I have always had a problem. I always say that look, there are players in this country who are very good. Sometimes the opportunity now we do proper scouting. That player has been very consistent. Very, very consistent. Abagna, very, very consistent, very intelligent player, good ball carrier, Very, very on your own 2 strikes be a missy pulled by inches.
Yeah.
On one casa decided, yes. Oh, very good. I think more or less and also show a lot of experience in leadership and organization and 1v1 situation. Dan Lad. So I mean, look at Demo Baka, Chance B. I mean, and then also there's one. Yes, yeah, Dan Lad. I mean, there was a complete performance. Barney penalty. Look, that boy is very intelligent. I mean, or picking a spot on Yabotre and then the keeper not too baby cry and blasted the ball the back of the net. Brilliant performance by everybody. Jonas Atukwe and Rano Bezoye too. I mean, instead of doing simple things, he's very good, but he need to work on that. On Yabotre, or keeping the composure. Jonas should do that. On the whole, I must say that the substitute, if we were teamer, near winning competition, mostly is the depth you have on the bench. And then how good your assistant coaches can read and the coach can read a game and know a particular player at every point in time in the impact of Babe. And that is what yesterday in Abangana and Omar Bashiru. So on the whole, but in Nigeria it will be a different ball game. And when Nigeria fortunately said ball number timia ball. They scared us with some few chances and more or less and tackles be so boy. And so yes, in as much as we have done well, but the battle in Nigeria is going to be tougher than this. We run in but that is where fortunately if you have the likes of Awako, especially in the team, or understanding this level and this stage, and coaches also work on their mentality and psyche to prepare for anything like Coach Anawaka kind. I believe that on the evidence of quality, we should be able to qualify in the second leg counter. As I know, no crying, sir. We are so baby. The fact that Kotoko and Kotoko yesterday, so they be American, so they say and we find a Kotoko war. So those who are managing the club, he find a Kotoko war. Yeah, no money hila ya Bob Brachon Budia by no performance so consistently winning chain because Champions League group stage. Last year hila ni Mirek and our Ali ni Sanders group no. Ti omukweni nemum edien e beya yesu ye bedru asa trauma. Especially Hilal ni Simba. Ali de Kotoko timi trauma da. So that should be out. But at least Ben we want to become competitive. So you can start from somewhere. You can get 2004. Now attack about the Confederation Cup team. No, this team went to the finals. They were quality players. Quality, and it's doable. Chancellor is even don't work at him no.
Yeah.
Now Michael Asante bought him
no.
Danny Argentina bought him
no. No.
And yes, Isame number national team.
No.
Joe Henricks number national team. Confredi Boff also appear. Yaya goalkeeper. Jojo. So I'm saying that you have proven that even post the 17 and 80s, crying in 93, you were able to assemble a solid squad. Echo 2 finals in 2002 and 2004. And so it's doable. But then, so making sure so tears anyone I saw too, and make sure you get the right players, not interest vested players. The right players, not interest vested players.
About the no fabric cream, mommy.
No, yeah, players are maybe one casa to him, and your players almost says some bokotoko.
That is your dozer.
Oh yes, but there are a lot of players in the team that belong to the CU. And you say it's an open secret.
CCI.
Oh, it has always been the case until CCI. There's an here.
That are CCI team in America.
Yes. You
players did
over 10 players. Yes, it's true.
CU and Castle.
Yes, but it's true. Yes.
About so. As if we mess a new issue.
Anna, oh, we have why is surprised?
Now, can I make
Mina make a sanity?
A sanity.
And who's that? Akumia a sanity. It's even more than that, but I don't want to be present a cost specific number, no. But okay, sir,
more than 10.
Maybe okay, sir. Prosper Natiogun, the PR around the so-called 17, no. So okay, sir, now 10 alternatives, and I bet 70. 1 year way for we mommy. Oh, and I bet me a number of players I got to recruit to
12 to 13.
Does that make sense then? What is the argument against Prosper Natiogun?
Mate, Messano Asia, I've also, as if we the memoirs and Ramame. Mamma Kona me fa, my friend for the Kaka 0551 931 931 0551 931 931 0548 931 931 0548 931 931. But I don't do any baby out Kasafi.
I'm a part of me and the Koku Mikata to Sumaker and Papa and Shama and the Moody Pa.